Hello, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, friends, associates, and followers. Welcome to the thoughts and perspectives of R.I. King. Here's R.I.
Hello, everybody. This is R.I., and this is my thoughts and my perspectives. Wow, what a week. Just a reminder, you can get me right here on Facebook at Richard King. On Instagram, it's R.I. King Productions. On TikTok, it's R.I. King, V as in Victor, O, C as in Cat. And on YouTube, it's R.I. King 0560. I will always appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button, as well as hitting the share button. I would appreciate if you would share what you've heard. Like I said, what a week. Another school shooting in Colorado. The shooting death of Charlie Kirk. Threats to HBCU campuses where they had to lock the campuses down because of threats. Shout out to the pastors who went on social media and spoke about what has gone on this week. Shout out to Bishop Rudolph McKissick, who is the cousin of the great Pastor William Dwight McKissick of Arlington, Texas. Great shout out to Pastor Josh Laxton. I hope everyone gets an opportunity to go on Facebook, on his page, and listen to what he has to say. He's the pastor of Northland Church in Longwood, Florida. He has a common sense and biblical stance on why what is happening and how we should react to it. I hope that everybody can listen to that. Thank you, my brothers. But I want to talk about family. As I said in my reel early this week, it's family that I want to talk about. I'm the youngest of 7 children. Now, unfortunately and sadly, I'm the last one standing in my family. All the others have passed on. But family is so important to who I am, who I became, and a lot of my positions of where I stand. I just want to say, politically, I was the only conservative in my family, but they loved me anyway. A family is made up of the descendants of a common ancestral head. I went on the well-known ancestry site to find out my ancestors. Much to my chagrin, they could only go back to my grandparents on my mother and my father's side. So all I know, as far as they can get, on my paternal side, it was Georgia. On my maternal side, it was North Carolina. I was hoping that they could go back farther, at least to my great-great-grandparents who would have been slaves, but they couldn't do that. If you have any ideas of how I can go back further, please, let me know. But one thing I do know, some say, well, yeah, you say family, but there's family I don't even speak to. There's family I don't want to have anything to do with. That's wrong. You need to fix that. You need to speak to family. You need to find out why. And you may think you know why there's the break, but you need to specifically talk to that family member or to the family to find out why. Both sides need to talk to each other and then fix it. If you sit down and talk and love, fix it. You say, well, I cannot. I cannot love them. Don't say that, because this is very important and it's biblical. Because in God's word it says, how can you love me who you have never seen and hate the brother or sister that you walk around and see every day? That's a contradiction. So the key is forgiveness. Whatever happened, you have to forgive. Well, you say, well, what about incest? And I say, you have to forgive. I didn't say accept. I said, but forgive. That's important. Let me tell you the positives that come out of family. You have emotional support. I can tell you stories. I won't, because I don't want the video to go on forever. You have the care and the love of your family. It's a nurturing time for you. And you have a sense of belonging to someone. And some members of the human race, which are blood ties, that have the same DNA that you have. And it's important for your self-esteem. Growing up, being 7 years younger than my closest sibling, I didn't always get that. I was kind of the one left off. But when I needed it, it was always there. You have social skills development, and it's a foundation for your growth psychologically and cognitive wise. So you learn love, you learn boundaries, and you learn respect with family. That's my thoughts. That's my perspectives. What are yours? Until next week, be careful of what you say and what you do, for you may be the only Bible somebody may read. Be safe.